Hello everybody, welcome back to Stronghold. Today we are doing an economic-based game. In this series I've decided to go through and play all the free build maps to show you how to max out a map. Get the absolute most you can get out of it. Today, the Island Castle. This might be one of the most difficult ones. I think I'll do this one. Then again, Fork in the River is probably the easiest. Grassland is also very easy. There's lots of big open space. Peninsula building. I've never seen that one before. Waterfall Valley is a nice one. A nice open territory. Let's do the Island Castle. Nice small map.
Place a keep to site your castle, my liege.
Keep to site my castle. Wow, look at that. That's the entire map. Now I'm going to build an extra small keep because we have very, very little space.
Site your granary, sire.
Let's go ahead and swing around. Let's put the granary back here. Let's put two. That's a bit of a waste, but it's okay. And now, as usual, I need to get rid of all these trees. All these damn trees in my way. There are a fair amount of animals on this island.
Can't place that there,
Let's go
my
ahead
lord.
and hunt them to extinction.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Meat is actually a
Not enough
terrible
workers
source
available
of food
to run this building.
Unfortunately. But it's true. If you try to rely on meat for your castle,
Can't place that
things
there,
are
my
going to go
lord.
badly. I mean, you're just not going to have enough food. Move, woman. Always people in the way. And she might stand there for the rest of time until the home she's standing next to turns to dust. Now the key to a small map like this is just growing slowly. It's very tempting to go out of control with these maps. Especially, a small map is deceptive, you know.
Can't place that
It
there,
feels
my
like
lord.
it should be easier, but it's not. It's actually substantially more difficult. As with all the maps in this game, you want to get a market up as soon as possible. So now I can sell my excess, like this stone, for example. Let's get rid of that. And this metal, the iron. Let's get rid of that as well.
No taxes is good taxes. That's my motto.
You always want a food surplus. Food is probably the most important
Granary stocks are
thing
very
to have
low,
a surplus of. Like I said,
Can't place that there, my
subsisting
lord.
off of meat is just incredibly difficult. I mean, it's almost impossible. But we can build one or two of these, I'm sure. Maybe, I'm not so sure.
We are almost out of food, sire.
Okay. Let's go ahead and buy some bread.
Not enough gold.
There isn't. Pardon me. Alright, I'm gonna get some stone up and running as soon as possible so that I can start selling it.
Wood needed. Wood needed. Wood needed.
Alright, wood's coming. Almost out of food.
Our food stocks
I'm
are
gonna go to half
dwindling,
rations.
my liege. Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
Wood stocks are too low, sire.
So in this game,
Your
the most important
popularity
thing,
is falling.
yeah, I know, is to make sure that your happiness meter right here does not go below 50. Once it goes below 50, you're going to start losing people. And in this game, losing population is absolutely devastating, and there's very little chance of coming back from it.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
Very
Our
little
granary
chance.
stocks are growing, no sire. Change in the treasury,
Having no
Lord.
taxes will give you a +1 to happiness. And so everything else being default, you'll have a
No
+1
change
coming
in the
in.
treasury, Lord.
Now, to really excel at this game, what you really need to do is you need to manipulate the happiness generation in the game. So for example, when we don't have enough food, we start losing happiness very quickly. When we have too much food, I'm not going to click it because I don't want to waste food, but it would be +8. So -8, +8, +4, -4, 0. And it works the same way with taxes.
No change
you can
in the
give
treasury,
bribes,
Lord.
or you can tax the hell out of people, or bribes are this direction, tax are this
A
direction.
fair tax system all round.
And so
We are almost
the
out
goal
of
for the
food,
player,
sire.
I
Our food
believe,
stocks are dwindling, my liege.
should be to achieve a surplus in some area. This surplus can result in selling goods to the market. You can use these goods to buy what you don't have. For example, food for me. That's what I'm going to be selling this stone for. I'm going to sell this stone and buy food. Alright, get out of the way. Fucking bunny rabbits.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Oh, get out of the way.
Can't place that there, my
Good
lord.
enough.
Not enough wood, my lord.
Let's put this back to normal. And let's cut down
Wood
some more
stocks
trees.
are too low, sire.
And so, like I was saying before, what you'd want to do, at least this is how I operate in this game, is first and foremost I try to get a surplus of food, because that's the most likely issue that you're gonna run into. You're gonna run out of food, and then your people are gonna start leaving the castle as they starve. And once you go below 50, people start leaving, and once this campsite goes empty, then people start quitting their jobs. And that's when you go into a downward spiral, and it's actually very difficult to come back from that. Now, in a larger map,
Can't place that there, my lord.
it's perfectly viable to look for a surplus of things like wood, for example. In one of those large maps, I might be tempted to build an enormous amount
Not enough goods.
of lumber mills, and then just sell thousands and thousands of wood.
Not enough gold. Our
However,
granary stocks
that's not
are
going to work
growing,
for this
sire.
map. But this map has a lot of iron, which is this stuff. It looks like fur on the ground. And stone. So, later in this game, I plan to max out the iron and stone that's coming in, and be consistently selling that stuff. Again, because of the size of the map, and because we are going to run out of meat eventually the hunters are going to hunt everything to extinction, we're going to have to convert over to a bread-based
Your popularity
subsistence.
is rising. No change in the
Go
treasury,
ahead and
lord.
tax people a bit. I'm gonna let this guy drop off one more.
Your
person.
popularity is falling.
Yeah, I know my popularity is falling because I'm taxing. Just trying to build up some money. Now, this is a dangerous game to play where you tax people for no reason, but I won't let this go below 70. Taking fruit to store. Going to workplace. Okay, let's delete this apple farm.
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire.
Let's take that away. Alright. Pardon me. Now let's get some wheat going.
Can't place that there,
Oh, there's
my
pitch
lord.
here as well. I didn't notice that before. Okay, good. That's another commodity item that's quite valuable. And so it'll be useful later on. And there's really nowhere to grow wheat. So this map is going to be almost entirely a treasury-based map. Because it's very unlikely that I'll be able to grow enough food to subsist off of just what I'm growing. And, well, yeah, you know. What are you gonna do about it? Not much you can do. Let's go ahead and sell that stone.
Not enough goods.
There we go, we got some good money now. Alright, at this point I'd like to clear out as much
Can't place
as much
that
of
there,
the
my lord.
forest as possible. As much of the trees. And I really wish that these women would move so I can build another hovel here. Well, I guess I'll just build it here.
Can't place that there, my
Oh,
lord.
she finally moved. Finally. Alright, good. That 5 gives me 48 people, potentially. Right now, I'm at 44, but I've got about, I don't know, maybe a half dozen people here without a job. So now it's a bit of a waiting game. Usually they'll tell you when
Morning,
you
your
click on it.
lordship.
Is my foods, are my food stocks
Our
growing
food
or
stocks
shrinking?
are dwindling,
Dwindling,
my
okay.
liege.
Well, this area out here, unfortunately, there's not much you can do with it because it's so small. So I'm gonna put windmills out here. 3 is more than enough. It's unlikely that this small area will create enough wheat to ever need more than 3 mills. Let's get those pitch barracks down, just because they don't require anything else, and then they're a nice little like one-time build. They cost 20 wood, but they'll pretty much immediately start paying for themselves.
Your popularity is rising.
Alright, let's put some iron ones down. We're getting into the territory now where I'm just going to try to max out how much money I can make. Because how much money I make dictates,
Not
really
enough work is
dictates how
available to
comfortable
run this building.
my playthrough is going to be. Alright, and we're going to put hovels over here. Beachfront real estate. There we go. Now that drastically increased my population building that many hovels. Another thing I've noticed in this game is it seems like you can never have enough
Stocks
of
are
these
very low, sire.
oxen. Look, I mean we're building up stone reserves very quickly.
We are almost out of food, sire.
I'm aware.
Not
One of the
enough
quality of
goods.
life features I do wish was in this game is I wish I could just auto sell
Not
certain
enough
things.
gold.
I wish I could put stone and iron and these things on auto sell. But in the near future, I'll have all the trees cut down and I'll have a lot more real estate to do things.
Your popularity is rising. Can't place that there, my lord.
Come on, let's deal with these trees. Are there any animals left on the island? I don't see any. Yeah, there's a couple deer over here. They're not gonna last very long.
Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
Dwindling.
Not enough goods. Not enough
Thankfully,
goods.
the market price of items never changes.
Not enough gold.
Pardon me. So you never have to worry about the value of the thing that you're buying and selling increasing or decreasing. So that's sort of nice. Yeah, you can just never build enough of these oxen. It's because they're so slow, you have to wait for the NPC to go grab one piece of stone, bring it back, grab another, bring it back. I think they carry 8 pieces when they're
We are
fully loaded.
almost out of food, sire.
It's a very slow process. Let's sell some of this wood.
Not enough goods. Not enough goods.
Let's buy
Not
bread.
enough gold.
Pardon me.
Our granary stocks are growing.
Bread's
sire.
always my
Our
staple.
treasury is
And
empty.
right now we have
The people love you, my lord.
an extra +1 because of food. We have 2 different food types, so you get extra happiness. There's a lot of ways that you can manipulate this popularity
People
feature.
love you, my lord.
One of the ones that I usually go for is, and only on much larger basis, is ale coverage.
Granary stocks
Religion
are
is
very
kind
low,
of a
sire.
pain, and so is fear factor and crowding. I don't usually worry about those.
We
However,
are almost
it's
out
actually
of
quite
food,
easy
sire.
to
Not enough
cover
goods.
your base
Not
with
enough
bars,
goods.
and then you can build the infrastructure
Not
if you
enough
want
gold.
to support the bars, meaning you have to do the farms that grow the barley, and then the breweries to make the beer to supply the bars. But I usually just buy beer. I'll buy like 100 kegs of beer, that will last a while. Presumably I have the money to afford that.
Gold is flowing into the treasury,
people
sire. love you, my lord. Granary stocks are very low, sire. Not enough gold.
As you can see, we're taking up a stockpile of flour at the moment.
Granary stocks are very low, sire. Can't place that there, my lord. We are almost
Going
out
to work
of food,
clothes.
sire.
Alright, we're gonna delete both of these guys. Alright, time to squeeze every bakery possible onto this map. Now, for anyone who says that this game isn't historically accurate, I believe it is in this regard.
Not enough goods.
Uh-oh, I need to get over there and buy something.
Not enough gold.
I believe it is in this regard, in
Not
that
enough goods.
bread
Not
is the
enough
staple,
goods.
and it can be produced more quickly and more easily than most things.
Not enough gold.
That won't last very long. Oh, gotta build as many of these as I can. Hey, little kid, you wanna go play somewhere else? Huh? Waiting. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Why are
Needs
those?
2 more people.
Why are they unemployed?
Needs 2 more people. We are almost out of food, sire.
Yep.
Not
Oh yeah, we got
enough
so much
goods.
stone and iron and
Not enough
pitch
goods.
coming in. But now
Not
it takes
enough
a
gold.
fair amount of micromanaging, unfortunately. But these 6 bakeries will start putting food out soon, which should help. It's okay if it's
Granary
blocked,
stocks are very low,
because as you
sire.
can see, it actually doesn't matter what direction the people come in from.
Not enough goods.
Struggling to get my happiness up right now.
Not enough gold.
The problem is when you go down to 0, it shoots down to -8.
Half rations.
-8 is so brutal. It's such a huge penalty.
Granary stocks are very low, sire. Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
Yeah.
Not enough goods. Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Yeah, I really should just be buying a different type of food. Let's do apples or
Not
something.
enough gold.
So that I can get a little bit more
The people
boost.
hold you in
Plus 2
great
now.
esteem, my lord.
Now I'm gonna run out of flour soon.
Granary
So now my
stocks are
bottleneck
very
is
low,
going to be
sire.
how much wheat I'm producing.
We are almost out of food, sire.
I'm aware.
Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege. Not enough goods. Not enough gold. The people hold you in great esteem. Stocks are growing, sire.
Come on, let's get that back
The
up,
people hold
please.
you in great esteem, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Yep. All real estate now must be given over
Can't
to
place
bakers.
that there, my lord.
Okay, get
Can't
out of the way.
place that
Oh,
there, my lord.
You're waiting for flour, aren't you?
Not enough goods.
Well, I can't accept that.
Not enough gold.
Flour's expensive.
Not enough goods. Not enough gold.
Alright, flour is super expensive.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Ah, there's one tree there that hasn't been cut down.
Can't place that there, my lord. 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 Can't place that there, my lord.
Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Sell
Not
everything,
enough
please.
Not enough goods.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep buying flour from this point on.
Not enough gold.
In the hopes that everything can kind of catch up. I just more than doubled
Not
my
enough
production
goods.
of stone,
Not enough goods.
so
Not enough
hopefully
gold.
that will vastly increase the amount of money I'm making. Somebody cut down this tree, please.
Granary stocks are very low, sire. Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
Yeah, not growing fast
Not
enough for my
enough
likes.
goods. Not enough gold.
What? I can't build
Wheat
that?
farms must be placed on the valley floor.
Ah, okay.
Granary stocks are very low, sire. Not enough goods. Not enough goods.
Alright, as you can see, the hunters are not doing anything anymore, which means the map has been hunted out. There are no longer any animals to kill on the map.
Can't place that
Now
there,
my
my
priority
lord.
is gonna
Can't
have
place
to
that
be
there, my
cut
lord.
down every tree. finish cutting down the forest, please?
Can't place that there, my lord. Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege. Granary stocks are not very low, sire. Your popularity is rising. Not enough gold. We are almost out of food, sire.
Yes, thank you for cutting that tree.
Not enough goods. Not enough gold. Granary stocks are very low, sire. Apple farms must be placed on the valley floor. Cattle farms cannot be placed on mountain tops.
So you kind of stuck between a wall and a hard place in
The
this
people
one.
worship you, sire.
Everyone's just waiting for flour.
Not enough goods. Not enough goods. Not enough gold.
Damn, finally. Are you kidding me? That tree just popped up right there. Alright, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Let's delete that over there. One of those, I suppose.
Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
Always dwindling. It's unlikely that I'll need to grow my population anymore.
Granary stocks are very low, sire. Not enough goods. Not enough gold.
Alright, I think we're stabilizing. Gonna run out of wood soon on the map, so I need to be careful not to sell too much of this wood. Give about 250, 300. Still, I'm gonna keep dumping my money into flour, because that's what I really need right now. To actually give all these people something to do.
Hop farms must be placed on the valley floor.
Man, you can really build bakeries in strange places. Alright, and yeah, I know that I have way more bakeries than I actually have flour. That's okay.
Not enough goods. Not enough goods.
Look at all that stuff coming in.
Not enough gold.
If I can afford the flour, then I'll build more bakeries. I have a feeling like I can get 3 stone quarries onto this part, and maybe 4 here, so maybe I'll rebuild those in a little while. I don't think I'm able to do any more with the iron. Oh wait, there's one more right there. Yeah.
Iron mine must be built on iron ore.
Nice.
Iron mine must
Feels
be
like
built
there's enough
on
right
iron
there,
ore.
but yeah. The iron mines are another thing where they never seem to get all of the iron to the stockpile. There's just one guy toting the iron back by hand.
Not enough goods.
Seems kind of silly.
Not enough goods.
Just hand carrying these giant lugs of iron.
Not enough gold. Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
Hell yeah. Using 2 granaries now. That's what I like to see. Maybe get a little crazy and do
No
this.
change in the treasury, lord. The
So
people
now you see I
worship you,
increased
sire.
our taxes to -4 and increased our food to
Our
+4.
food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
Now this is gonna kill our food stocks a little bit, but it's okay. Gonna build up some serious money in the meantime.
Not enough goods. Not enough gold.
These guys are flexing because there's no trees left. Alright, I think that's about it. I think there's no trees left on the map. So from this point on I'll have to buy wood if I want it. Which is not great. I think I'm gonna go for ale. Try to get some ale coverage. Right there. Come on, let me put one up
Can't
there.
place that
Perfect.
there, my lord.
Alright. Now let's use this money to buy a beer.
Not enough gold.
20 kegs. You kinda just want to scatter them all around your base.
Not enough goods. Not enough
And
goods.
I'm actually going to increase that to double
Gold
rations.
is flowing into the treasury,
And
sire.
increase it to mean taxes.
Not enough goods.
Gonna buy some wood. Keep it around 100. Buy some more flour.
Not enough gold.
And let's
The
keep
people
checking this.
worship
Ale
you,
coverage
sire.
+3.
Our
Let's
treasury
increase
is
this.
empty.
Bam.
People love you, my lord. Gold
I have
is
extortionate
flowing into
taxes.
the treasury, sire. Gold is flowing into the treasury, sire. The The people love you, my lord.
+4 to ale coverage. Beautiful, look at that. Gold is flowing in now, so now I can afford, without even needing to sell stuff. Oh, I need that flour.
Not enough
I can
gold.
afford to keep things going.
Not enough goods.
And my money just races up, just keeps going. Let's get 50 barrels of ale.
Not enough goods.
Get a bit more wood, and then wheat.
Not enough gold.
Alright, and let's just increase production now. At this point we just scale everything up. Sorry about that. Just had an alarm go off. I woke up a lot earlier today than I usually do, so yeah.
Wood stocks are too low, sire.
Oh, well then we'll have to buy some, won't we?
The people love you, my lord.
As long as my food isn't going anywhere, then I'll be fine. I can manage to continue doing what I'm doing here. We're gonna go up to 200 wood, please. Sell everything else.
Not enough goods.
Again, this is where I wish I had the auto sell option.
Not enough gold.
35. What would they be? Bags? Sacks of flour? I don't know if the person will be able to get there. Also,
Not enough workers available to run this building.
I was wondering if I was going to run into that. I'm not going to increase the population too much more. That's one of the good things, though, about the bakeries is that the workers can just teleport into them. It's a little bit ridiculous, yes. But it's nice. Because some places you can actually just block. And the people can never get to their work. That's all blocked in, but they should still be able to get there. I believe. Alright, let's buy flour.
Not enough
Pardon
gold.
me. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat.
Not enough goods.
I'm actually going to delete these two, and I'm going to put another bar right there.
Not enough wood, my lord.
Alright, let's buy some. Oh yeah, right there would be perfect.
My lord.
Right in the middle.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. The people love you, my lord.
Let's see. Working ends 5 out of 8. Population coverage 100%. Maximum bonus achieved. Okay, I'm gonna delete this one though. I'm gonna delete both of those since, like I said, maximum coverage is achieved. I'm not gaining anything by building more.
The people love you, my lord.
I mean, hell, what should I build at this point? Cathedral? No, not even enough space. Could build one of these little churches, but in my experience, the religion thing, people just aren't interested.
This building has no labor, sir.
You know, I think what's going on is they can't get out there. I think they're blocked.
This building has no labor, sire.
Oh well. Look at that, 3,400 gold. At this point, not even anything to spend it on. Let's buy an apothecary. Put some nice things down.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Oh, are they really?
Our food stocks are dwindling.
Alright, let's kill this down.
Flowing into the treasury, sire. The people love you, my lord.
Ooh, Elko, we're down to 3. What happened?
Your popularity is falling.
Yeah. Why is it only at 3 now? Yeah, it says they're all working. Oops. I'm gonna delete both of those. I'm gonna put a bar right there. That should get us back up to 100%. Oh my god.
Is empty, sire. Gold is flowing into the treasury, sire.
Yep, let's put a I'm just bribing my people now, and I'll just dump all this money, or at least the majority of it, into flour. You see, things can fall apart pretty easily if I stop micromanaging.
Not enough goods.
And that's really the issue with a base like this. It requires micromanagement at all times.
Very low, sire. Your popularity is rising. Not enough gold.
Alright, we back at 4 there? Yes, we are.
Our treasury is empty.
Alright. Let's get those taxes back up.
The people worship you.
Alright, you see how quickly I just commented on having 3,500 gold, and it's gone just like that. But it'll come back just like that as well, so it's no big deal. And now with all the flour, I can
stocks are growing, sire.
go straight up to double rations. Actually, let's go extra rations, but the food's gonna come. I'll put that at the 8.
Sire. The people worship you, sire. Not enough goods. Not enough goods. The people worship you, sire.
So they have these 2 things here. This is all the fear stuff. This is all happiness stuff. However, this doesn't give you a bonus. Building this happiness stuff is like purely for aesthetics. It doesn't give you anything. Whereas this fear stuff, I guess if you build enough of it, you can get this fear factor bonus.
The people worship you, sire.
Fear factor. Oh wait, no, never mind. Okay, let's go build some of this happy stuff. Yeah, I was building these before. It's nice to have fresh water, right? Build one down here for the homes.
Can't place that there, my lord.
I can't because people are in the way.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Yeah, whatever. Build it anyway. Alright, let's build some of these happiness things. Let's do a dancing bear.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Let's get children to dance around the bear. That seems safe. Let's get a whole bunch of statues. Presumably of me. Yep, that one. Yep, there we go. Nice, that's a good spot. There are a limit to these objects that you can build in the game. Actually, I think there's a limit to all objects, just like including buildings and such. Cool. And what about some ponds? Should we get a pond? Right there, that'd be nice.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Let's get rid of that pond. I don't like ponds. 4 dancing children.
Can't
and
place
another
that
bear.
there, my lord.
And ooh. Yeah, I like the water one, the dish. probably a way to toggle it, you know, but I don't know. I'm one of those people who like learns how to play a game, but then never like learns it well enough to play it, but never masters anything.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Alright, so what's the fear factor
People
at
are
now?
not afraid of you at all, my lord.
Not afraid of me? Not even a little bit. Good things until the next level. I need to build 2 more good things. Okay. Well, I think we could use more of these fountains. Or whatever it is. You know, people get thirsty. Sweet.
The
Fear
people
factor.
think you are fantastic.
+3.
The people worship you,
Beautiful.
sire.
So I have a +3 in total.
Our food stocks are
Food stocks are
dwindling,
not doing
my
good, that's
liege.
true.
The people love you, my
-1
oldest,
is one right now,
flowing
that's
into the
okay with me.
treasury, sire.
Let's go ahead and cull
Popularity is
the
falling.
resources that we don't need. It's always flour.
Not enough gold.
216 bags of flour should last for quite a while. Yeah, that's at 0 rations.
Gold is flowing into the
rid
treasury,
of that.
sire. The people hold you in great esteem, my lord.
Okay, so that's balancing out actually. +8. So 4 alcohol coverage, 3 fear, and 1 no taxes. So that's 8 right there. So this,
Granary stocks are very low,
shockingly,
sire.
but this is really where you're trying to go in this game. This base could exist indefinitely with no food. Think about that. With 0 food, the people could starve and nobody
Your
would leave.
popularity is rising.
Because I have +8 from these other things. Tax and fear, those are never going away. I don't have to do anything to maintain them. Ale, that's a different story. I would have to continue buying ale.
The people think you are fantastic.
10 more good things to get to the next level. Efficiency 70%. I don't know what that even means. Alright, let's build some gardens.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Build over all this ugly stone.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Does those count? Do those count as good
People
things? They
think
do.
you are
Wow.
fantastic,
These
liege.
little guardians. That's all it takes. Damn.
The people think you are
+4.
really nice, sire. The people worship you, sire.
nice.
Our granary stocks
Alright, let's
are
go back up
growing,
to double
sire.
rations.
The people
+17
worship
is
you,
where I'm
sire.
at. Let's
A
go to
little
downright
money, my liege.
cruel taxes. -17.
sire. I have a family to support.
I have a family. Hey man, this is the entitlement system, okay? I'm giving you double rations. Look at all the nice things.
Not
Your children are
enough
playing with bears. This is what you get for your extortionate, downright cruel taxes, okay? This is what
Not
you're paying
enough
for.
goods.
Alright. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get on this island. We're totally self-supporting. We're maxing out things
The
like
people
popularity.
worship you, sire.
Look at that. We're at -16 from taxes, and we're balancing it out with food, fear factor, and ale coverage. This is the way you play this game.
The
This
granary
is
is
how it
full,
was.
my lord.
Look at that. The granary is full with double rations. I don't even know what to do. I mean, like, unfortunately, you have to build a granary next to another granary. So I wouldn't be able to build one like here. I'd have to destroy one of these buildings, which I have no problem doing. But that is it for today. I'm gonna give it a little base tour real quick and do a sign off. So, beachfront real estate down here. As you can see, I've squeezed every bakery I can onto the map. Yeah, there's some places where I could put more
Your
bakeries, like here, for
popularity
example.
is falling.
Oh. Yeah, popularity is falling. It's okay.
Can't place that there, my lord. Gold is flowing into the treasury side. My lord.
Yeah, that's alright. So, yeah, as you can see, I put as many bakeries on the map as possible. I try to make that transition as quickly as possible. Yeah, I have some farms down here, wheat farms, but they're doing essentially nothing. Taking some time off. He's just taking a break, he's just resting. Ugh, farmers, you know? I have a mill, I have these wheat farms, but they're contributing very, very little. I went for ale coverage in the mid-game because I knew that was something I could do. Once I started getting a surplus of money, I knew that I could go for ale coverage. And buying wheat. I mean, without being able to buy wheat, you just can't play on this map, on this scale. I mean, you could play on the map, just nowhere near this scale. Because I need to be able to buy 200 sacks of wheat like that, like I just did. Not wheat, flour. As well as I need to be able to purely fund the ale coverage. You know, I mean, this is a government that we're looking at here, and the government's entirely supporting the bar industry, 100% supporting it. It's entirely supporting the food industry. It's entirely supporting every industry, and the exchange for that is downright cruel taxes. So that's the choice you make if you want to come live on my island. You have zero money, but as much of everything else as you could possibly want. You can just eat bread and drink all day. You know, unless you're one of these guys working in the mine or on the iron mine. Hopefully they switch out, because these are the only bad jobs on the island. The only real jobs. See birds catching fish. This is another integral part of this strategy of mine. This economic oversupply strategy is to go into these iron and stone mines as quickly as possible. Now, they're very labor intensive. Each of these quarries takes 3 people, and then for each quarry you need at least 2 or 3 of these oxen, and each of these takes 2 people, I believe. And so that's like 5 people if math exists, which is kind of expensive in the early game. In the early game, you want to keep your population as low as possible so that they're eating less food. However, as you can see, this selling stone really pays dividends. The amount of money I've got from selling stone in this game, I mean, really, without it, I couldn't have got to where I am.
The people love you, my lord.
And yeah, my food stocks are going down a little bit, but I can always just turn that down and then turn my taxes down to mirror it. At this point in the game, I can't lose. The only way I could lose is if I just went AFK for a half an hour, and then things would go to shit. Because we would run out of flour, or we would run out of ale. Popularity would start falling, we would get below 50%. The people around the campfire would leave. Yeah, these people would leave, and then once these people are gone, actual employees would leave, and that includes bakers. And once bakers start leaving, then the amount of food I can produce goes down, and then it's a downward spiral, and everything. It's a disaster after that, really. But yeah, I still don't have enough of these oxen. These oxen people. Can I build them down there? There's no way they're getting there. That's just always going to be unemployed.
Wood needed.
So, that has been Stronghold economic free build to the maximum. I don't know where I can go from here. I mean, look at that. I'm at 6,300 gold. Plus 8 for food, minus 16 tax. 3 for fear factor. Why did the fear factor go down? That's something I would like to check, actually.
The people think you are fantastic, liege.
Weird. It was at 4. It went down to 3. Good things until next level. That's weird. Let's go ahead and just put some good things down. 1, 2.
Can't place that there, my
3,
lord.
4.
The people think you are really,
Damn.
really nice,
I'm
sire.
so goddamn nice. Efficiency 60%. That's been going down steadily. So I wonder if this is like a one-time thing. If it's temporary. If like once it gets down to 0. I don't know. I've never really messed around with fear factor stuff. Not to a large degree. But I'll save that stuff for the next video. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, comment, or don't. just do whatever you like. I'll be posting more Stronghold economic builds for the other maps later on, and you can see, you know, similar strategies to this one. Very similar, especially with the bread. Bread is just like my thing. I love making mass bakery setups. But on those larger maps, the scale is just outrageous. It's just out of this world. And on those larger maps, you can actually fund the bakeries with wheat farms and mills so that you don't have to buy the wheat, or the flour, sorry. Well, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching so much. And take care. Have a good day.